to the webinar Power of 3 and how easily create high-performing HMI solutions for automotive clusters. I'm your host, David Aberl, Head of Product Management at Candera, and together with Christian Bauch, Product Marketing Engineer from Infineon, and Raphael Taubinger, Technical Marketing Specialist from IAR Systems, we will show you today the power of 3, Candera HMI, IAR Systems Toolbox, and Infineon's TRAVEO second generation. The combination of Infineon's TRAVEO second generation platform with the embedded workbench of IAR System and Candera CGI Studio is a perfect match to create the next generation of automotive HMIs. Let's start with the introduction of Candera. Candera is a company located in Austria with development offices in Austria and Japan. We also have sales and application offices around the world in all major tech locations. We are a leading HMI tool provider and development partner for worldwide automotive and industrial customers. We support our customers with our product CGI Studio, which is a complete 2D and 3D toolchain for creating state-of-the-art HMI solutions. Moreover, we also provide software services, mainly focusing on HMI development and embedded software. As said, CGI Studio is our main product, a scalable and hardware-independent software platform for the creation of brilliant and customizable embedded HMI in 2D and state-of-the-art 3D. We cover the workflow from designers over HMI creation to the embedded hardware platform in one toolchain. Our no-coding approach allows an easy learning experience for users and fast HMI creation. Candera CGI Studio allows you easily create 2D and 3D HMIs without coding and integrated collaboration features. It comes with state-of-the-art 2D and 3D features like physical-based rendering, particle effects, or multi-frequency rendering. Moreover, the Candera graphics engine brings best-in-class runtime and memory performance to your hardware platform with integrated connectivity features. In addition to the design and performance capabilities of CGI Studio, it also supports an easy import of assets with a wide variety of file formats like GOTF, FBX, or Photoshop, and avoids inconvenient conversions by external tools with the direct import feature and the award-winning AI-based smart importer. With support for a wide range of embedded operating systems and hardware platform, ranging from lower-end MCUs to high-end SoCs, CGI Studio allows scalable HMI creation within your product portfolio. The user onboarding is done easily with a wide range of samples, tutorials, and videos. Our support team is in addition offering on-site and remote trainings. Besides what you see is what you get in no-coding HMI creation, the CGI Studio toolchain comes along with many useful development tools, such as the AI-based smart importer, Courier for data binding, the CGI Studio Player for simulation, or the CGI Analyzer and the Asset Tool. Optional useful features such as warping for head-up display creation and functional safety complete our toolchain. Our open software architecture allows even customizing and modification of the CGI Studio toolchain to your own needs. Candera CGI Studio can be found in many different applications from automotive, industry to marine, motorbikes, or high-end white goods. With the rising numbers of IoT and smart devices, the demand for displays and brilliant HMI is growing, as is the demand for an easy-to-use and fast HMI creation toolchain, like our established CGI Studio. This means that you will find more CGI Studio applications on a wide range of devices in the future. Our strengths lie in the state-of-the-art and ambitious automotive sector, where CGI Studio is a leader in the market. Currently, 8 of the top 10 OEMs are using HMIs developed with CGI Studio. 6 of the top 10 Tier 1s provide infotainment systems using CGI Studio. With more than 20 years of experience, we are one of the top companies to partner with. And over 50 million vehicles worldwide are equipped with CGI Studio applications.
My name is Christian Bauch and I work as Product Marketing Engineer for Infineon. Infineon is a German semiconductor manufacturer founded in 1999 We have 46,000 employees worldwide, and we are the market leader in automotive semiconductors. Semiconductors are essential for supporting the automotive megatrends: electromobility, automated driving, connectivity, and advanced security. With our broad product portfolio and our experience, we aim to help our customers succeed in the fast-changing automotive world. Today, I want to give you a short introduction to our TRAVEO second generation MCU family, or more specific, to our TRAVEO second generation graphics MCUs. On this slide, you can see the tri-core-based Oryx on the right side and the ARM-based TRAVEO family on the left. With our portfolio of Oryx and TRAVEO, Infineon covers, among others, applications like body and connectivity, chassis and safety, powertrain and electric platforms, ADAS, and driver information. The latter is what we were aiming at with our TRAVEO second generation graphics controllers. Before we look at the product lineup, I want to start with the key features of the TRAVEO family. The first thing we can highlight is the low power consumption and the high power efficiency. In the cluster use case, the MCU is never completely switched off, and therefore it is important to have a very low power consumption. This is why our MCU has different low power modes that keep only certain parts of the peripherals active. The TRAVEO 2 is an ARM-based MCU, and we offer devices with ARM M4 core up to devices with dual M7 cores and a performance up to 1500 DMIPS. As we will see in the next slide, we have a scalable lineup with different packages, memory densities, and different performance, so that we can offer a suitable device for different applications. From the safety side, our MCU complies with the ASIL-B standard that is required for cluster applications. Our MCU comes with a 2.5D graphics engine that can drive high-resolution displays. It comes with sound engine, stepper motor drivers, all what is required for the instrument cluster use case. The graphic IP is an in-house development and was designed with a goal to have a very small memory footprint. With the usage of a new smart rendering technology, we can operate with minimum ReRAM usage and without a big frame buffer. That is how we can offer a compact and very performant solution with at the same time reduced BOM cost. From security side, we offer a HSM, which meets the requirements of EVITA Full. Next to other interfaces, I want to highlight that our MCU supports CAN-FD and up to gigabit Ethernet. Our devices can be updated over the air. We offer true FOTA with software updates in the background without interruption of the service. On this slide, we see our lineup of graphics MCUs. In the lower area of the table, we see our entry-level controllers, which have no graphics engine, but stepper motor drivers and a sound engine. In the upper area, we see our controllers that also come with a 2.5D engine. We offer there two different controllers, one with 6 MB of flash and the other one with 4 MB of flash. The 6M device differs from the 4M device in that it comes with 2 MB more flash, more RAM, and 4 MB instead of 2 MB of video RAM. The 6M device has a dual M7 core instead of a single core for the 4M device. With this lineup, we can cover everything from entry-level clusters, for example, with dot matrix and mechanical gauges, hybrid clusters, up to full virtual clusters. That is how we are able to support our customer in different categories with the same software and the same MCU family. An example of a full virtual cluster with our 6M device we will see later in the demo. Now, I would like to talk briefly about the HMI tool certification program we started last year. Our goal with this program was to ensure that the customer has the best possible experience when using our TRAVEO microcontrollers. For this certification program, we defined a list of key features that our tool partner has to support within its HMI tool. The rendering has to take place in hardware to achieve best possible performance. To get certified, the HMI tool partner has to implement a full virtual dashboard demo with a resolution of 1920 x 720 and a dual display head-up demo with 2 displays with a resolution of 800 by 480, where they use all the key features we have defined before. Candera was our first certified partner and has shown that CGI Studio supports our MCU in the best possible way. Now I want to hand over to Raphael Taubinger to talk about IAR Systems.
IAR Systems brings almost 40 years of experience in providing professional development tools for embedded systems. Together with Secure Things, that was acquired in 2018, and it's now part of IAR Systems Group, we provide the solutions required to create the necessary security and quality in the development of the products of today and the innovations of tomorrow. IAR Systems has 215 employees in 14 offices on 3 continents. Our headquarters are located in Uppsala, Sweden, and we have sales and support offices all over the world. More than 150,000 developers use our software to develop embedded systems. At least 30 times a day, we use a product programmed by one of our customers, ranging from world-leading corporations to small and middle-sized companies. At the center of our tools is the IAR Embedded Workbench, and it's definitely more than an ordinary toolbox, enabling you in generating fast, compact code and take full control of your code. I will explain this a bit more in detail. The IAR Embedded Workbench comes in different flavors, supporting 8, 16, 32, and 64-bit cores. This translates in more than 14,000 devices. For ARM, this is mainly more than 7 devices alone, supported in one single IDE. We also provide debugging and trace probes. This is the iJet family, and it's perfect for multi-core debugging with the TRAVEO 2. The state-of-the-art debugger helps you to quickly find and fix, or better, eradicate bugs from your application. It can also be handy for testing and for code coverage purposes. Additionally, we have comprehensive and integrated code analysis tools that helps you to enforce the various standards like MISR-C, CERT-C, and common weakness enumeration with CSTAT, the static analysis tool. On the other side of the coin, we have CRUN with runtime checking, or better, dynamic analysis. So most of the bugs like memory leaks or out of bounds pop up in runtime only. And both tools are meant to improve code quality and future-proof your application. The coding practices will also definitely improve the productivity of the team in general. Functional safety is on the rise, especially in automotive, industrial, and other industries. The use of pre-certified tools accelerates and reduces the cost for getting the certification of your product. IAR Systems has a certified version by TÜV Süd that also is a frozen version, covering the various standards being displayed in this slide. The package includes much more than the certificate, with a safety guide, validated service packs, and access to the special technical support covered in the Functional Safety, Support and Update Agreement. On top of that, we also provide the IAR build tools for Linux that are extremely handy for continuous integration and continuous delivery pipelines. The IAR build tools are agnostic to the underlying CI/CD infrastructure and can be used, for example, with GitLab, GitHub, Jenkins, and even run inside a Docker container. The IAR build tools are also available as Functional Safety Edition. Security is also a big concern nowadays. Security legislation is forcing companies to take action. We have C-Trust that makes the development of secure and encrypted code straightforward. This is required to protect your IP and secure data. C-Trust is designed to work alongside with IAR Embedded Workbench, and security can be enabled with just a checkbox. Additionally, the Secure Desktop Provisioner delivers secure provisioning at your desk, enabling simplified production and enforces production control in an easy way. Finally, if you run into problems, the global technical support team from IAR Systems is by many seen as the extra engineer that you can get access when needed. We have support teams in all our offices globally, providing assistance in your local language and same time zone. This is essential for any developer and company to have quick access to specialized technical support. You, as a developer, deserve and should have access to the best development tools and services. IAR Systems is here to help you all the way.
Let's start with the hands-on part of CGI Studio. The demo will show you how easily you can create an automotive cluster. The HMI is created with Candera CGI Studio and its award-winning smart importer in combination with IAR Embedded Workbench running on an Infineon TRAVEO 2nd generation on a full HD display. We directly starting with the importing of Adobe Photoshop file into CGI Studio. The user starts with an empty solution and selects the smart importer for importing the car cluster Photoshop file. After opening, you will see the preview of the imported file at the top. The user can navigate through the layer structure of the file and maps with the smart importer's artificial intelligence these graphic elements to fully functional CGI Studio HMI controls. This means not only graphics will be imported, but fully functional HMI elements such as gauges, buttons, progress bars, and many more. After the user has finished mapping the HMI controls, he's going to configure the control properties. The smart importer supports layer preview, automatic layer merging, control property configuration, and also supports an easy re-import of design iterations and a multiple scene support. Moreover, transitions are also supported, for example from prototyping tools like Sketch or Axure RP. Once the smart importer configuration is finished, the user imports the scene into Scene Composer as a temporary scene. The data will be imported with the fully functional HMI controls ready to use. As said, a re-import of design iterations is also supported. After the import, a temporary scene is created, so the user must create the same scene based on it. Now the user checks the imported speed gauge control. As you can see, the gauge is imported as a fully functional control, which can easily be modified in the Properties panel. Next, some logic is added to the numeric value of the speed. First, the user modifies the text control to be fixed in width, remove the leading zeros, and center the value, all with just a few clicks. Logic can also be easily added by drag and drop a behavior from the toolbox to the gauge, in our case a forward value behavior. Then just the target node of the forward value must be selected, the speed text value control. The speed text value is now connected to the speed gauge value. The toolbox also contains other useful elements such as HMI controls, effects, logic, layouting elements, and many more. The CGI Studio Player allows a simulation of the HMI directly on the designer's computer. just by clicking the play button. After activating the scene, where you can already see the telltales blinking, being active or inactive, the user selects the controls for the value generator. The value generator allows generation for values even without data binding and can also be used on a target platform, so that in early stages of the development, the living HMI can be fully tested. Once the play button is started, the value generator brings the HMI to life. So, this is the basic workflow to create easily and fast a dashboard with CGI Studio. With some additional modifications in CGI Studio, you get a full HD digital instrument cluster as seen here. CGI Studio, together with the IAR Systems Embedded Workbench on Infineon's TRAVEO 2nd generation platform, will allow you a fast and trouble-free development process to create your next generation automotive HMI. If you are interested in more details, feel free to contact us.